Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Welcome to my YouTube channel Kiki Math. Today I am going to share solution of physics grade 9th Cantab Publisher. Chapter number 10. Topic The science of temperature. Multiple choice questions. Question number 1. To determine the density of a liquid, which of the following steps is correct? Option A. Measure the volume of the liquid and divide by its mass. Option B. Measure the mass of the liquid and divide by its volume. Option C. Measure the temperature of the liquid and divide by its mass. Option D. Measure the pressure of the liquid and divide by its volume. Correct answer is B. Measure the mass of the liquid and divide by its volume. Explanation. Density is defined as mass per unit volume. Therefore, to calculate the density of a liquid, you must divide its mass by its volume. Question number 2. Which of the following best describes the particle arrangement in a liquid? Option A. Particles are closely packed in a fixed orderly arrangement. Option B. Particles are far apart and have no specific arrangement. Option C. Particles are close together but not in a fixed arrangement and can move past each other. Option D. Particles are ionized and move freely as ions and electrons. So the correct answer is C. Particles are close together but not in a fixed arrangement and can move past each other. Explanation. Liquid have a state of matter that is between solids and gases. Particles in a liquid are close together but they are not rigidly fixed in place like in a solid. They can move past each other, which allows liquid to flow. Question number 3. At absolute zero, the particles of a substance, option A, move at the speed of light. Option B, have maximum kinetic energy. Option C, have least kinetic energy. Option D, are in a plasma state. So the correct answer is C, have least kinetic energy. Explanation. Absolute zero is the lowest possible temperature at which all particles have their minimum possible kinetic energy. This means they are moving as slowly as possible. Question number 4. Which statement accurately distinguishes between heat and energy? Internal energy. Option A. Heat is the energy contained within an object, while internal energy is the energy transferred between objects. Option B. Internal energy is energy contained within an object, while heat is the energy transferred between objects due to temperature difference. Option C. Both heat and internal energy refer to the energy transferred between objects. Option D. Both heat and internal energy refer to the energy contained within an object. So the correct answer is B. Heat is the energy transferred between objects due to a temperature difference, while internal energy is the total energy contained within an object. Question number 5. Which physical property is commonly used to measure temperature? Option A, density. Option B, volume. Option C, electrical resistance. Option D, mass. So the correct answer is C, electrical resistance. Electrical resistance is common property used to measure temperature, especially in electronic thermometer. Question number 6. The ice point on a thermometer refers to the temperature at which option A, water boils. Option B, water freezes. Option C, ice melts. Option D, ice forms. The correct answer is C, ice melts. The ice point is the temperature at which ice melts into water. Question number 7. The sensitivity of a thermometer refers to its ability to option A, measure high temperatures. Option B, measure a wide range of temperatures. Option C, detect small changes in temperature. Option D, maintain accuracy over time. The correct answer is C, detect small changes in temperature. The sensitivity of a thermometer refers to its ability to detect small changes in temperature. Question number 8. The sensitivity of a liquid in glass thermometer can be increased by option A using a larger bulb, option B using a narrower calibrate tube, option C increasing the volume of liquid, option D using a thicker glass. The correct answer is B. Using a narrower calibrate tube will cause the liquid to move a greater distance for a smaller temperature changes, making the thermometer more sensitive. Question number 9. If a substance has a mass of 150 grams and occupies a volume of 50 cubic centimeters, its density is option A 2 gram per cubic centimeter, option B 3 gram per cubic centimeter, option C 300 gram per cubic centimeter, option D 0.3 gram per cubic centimeter. So the correct answer is B 3 gram per cubic centimeter. Explanation. Density is calculated by dividing mass by volume. The formula of density is density equals to mass divided by volume. You have to put the values of mass and volume in the formula. You will get 3 gram per cubic centimeter. Question number 10. Which distinguishes plasma from other states of matter? Option A. Presence of free electrons. Option B. Fixed volume and shape. Option C. Absence of atomic nuclei. Option D. Uniform electric charge. So the correct answer is A. Presence of free electrons. Explanation. Plasma is a state of matter where atoms are ionized, meaning they have lost or gained electrons. This results in the presence of free electrons and ions. Question number 11. How does the kinetic theory of gases relate to the concept of absolute zero? Option A. At absolute zero, gases condense into liquids. Option B. At absolute zero, gas particles have maximum kinetic energy. Option C. At absolute zero, gas particles cease all motion. Option D. At absolute zero, gases turn into plasma. So the correct answer is C. At absolute zero, gas particles cease all motion. Explanation. The kinetic theory of gases states that the temperature of a gas is directly proportional to the average kinetic energy of its particles. At absolute zero, 0 Kelvin, the particles have zero kinetic energy and therefore cease all motion. Question number 12. In a thermocouple, if one junction is kept at 0 degrees Celsius and the other at 100 degrees Celsius, the voltage produced is most dependent on option A. The length of wires, option B. The type of metals used, option C. The temperature of the surrounding environment, option D. The cross-sectional area of the wires. So the correct answer is B. The type of metals used. Explanation. A thermocouple works based on the Seebeck effect where different metals produce different voltages when subjected to temperature differences. The type of metals used determines the sensitivity and the magnitude of the voltage produced. Question number 13. A liquid in glass thermometers linearity is affected by option A. The thermal conductivity of the liquid. Option B. The color of the liquid. Option C. The expansion coefficient of the liquid. Option D. The material of the gas of the glass tube. So the correct answer is C. The expansion coefficient of the liquid. Explanation. A liquid in glass thermometer relies on the expansion of the liquid with temperature. The linearity of the thermometer is dependent on the consistency of the expansion coefficient of the liquid. If the expansion coefficient changes with temperature, the thermometer will be linear. Question number 14. Water freezes at option A 0 degree Fahrenheit, option B 32 degree Fahrenheit, option C minus 273 Kelvin, option D 0 Kelvin. So the correct answer is B 32 degree Fahrenheit. Question number 15. Normal human body temperature is option A 15 degrees Celsius, option B 37 degrees Celsius, option C 37 degree Fahrenheit, option D 98.6 degrees Celsius. So the correct answer is 37 degrees Celsius. It's option B. Question number 16. Mercury is used as thermometric material because it has option A uniform thermal expansion, option B low freezing point, option C small heating capacity, option D all the above properties. So the correct answer is D all the above properties. Short question answers. Question number 1. How does the presence of impurities in a substance affect its measured density? The presence of impurities in a substance generally decreases its measured density. This is because impurities often have a lower density than the pure substance, and when mixed, the overall density is diluted. Question number 2. Describe how kinetic energy of particles in a gas changes as it nears absolute zero. The answer is as a gas nears absolute zero, the kinetic energy of its particles approaches zero. This means that the particles are moving slower and slower until they are essentially at rest. Question number 3. What happens to the internal energy of a substance during a change of state, such as melting or boiling? During a change of state, the internal energy of a substance remains constant. This is because the energy absorbed or released is used to overcome the intermolecular forces holding the particles together rather than increasing the kinetic energy of the particles. Question number 4. What is the principle behind the increase in volume of a liquid with temperature, and how does this principle apply to liquid in glass thermometer? The principle behind the increase in volume of a liquid with temperature is thermal expansion. As the temperature of a liquid increases, the kinetic energy of its molecules also increases, causes them to move more rapidly and spread out further apart. This increased molecular motion leads to an increase in the liquid's volume. In a liquid in glass thermometer, this principle is applied by using a liquid that expands significantly with temperature. When the thermometer is placed in a warmer environment, the liquid expands and rises up a narrower tube within the glass. The higher the temperature, the further the liquid rises, providing a visual indication of the temperature. Long questions. Question number 1. Describe qualitatively the particle structure of solids, liquids, and gases. Solids. Particles are tightly packed together in a fixed position with strong intermolecular forces holding them in place. This gives solids as definite shape and volume. Liquids. Particles are close together but not fixed in position, allowing them to flow and take the shape of their container. The intermolecular forces are weaker than in solids but stronger than in gases. Gases. Particles are far apart and have weak intermolecular forces, allowing them to move freely and expand to fill their container. Gases have no definite shape or volume. Please like my video to motivate me. Let me know in the comment section which type of content you want regarding physics and maths. Don't forget to share it with your friends and subscribe my channel as well. Thank you.